ma. Meow. La. Sometimes actually people that are too positive about how they think the things are going to turn out, they end up not trying as hard because they think they're going to get it. But I think hopefully I'm in like a sweet spot where I desperately want things and I want to work towards them, but I don't blindly think I just deserve it. On the 13th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me another vlog from Holly. If I'm really honest with you all, right, I've put my heart and soul into making content and trying to, oh, hello? Why am I grey? And trying to like keep up with everything and keep making content and keep growing and trying to really make this career happen, you know? Like, the career is happening, but I always get scared. No, that's not the right answer. I just put my heart and soul because I so feel to my core that I'm getting close to what I want to be doing. My dream is to be on like the radio, to be a presenter, right? And I feel like, or like make documentaries or connect with people, and I feel like I'm getting closer and closer. And so this year I've really put everything I've got into making content. So I'm paranoid now because we had, this is so I'm going so off topic, we had a dead mouse in our floorboards and it had a specific smell. And my friend Molly was like, do you get scared you're going to get a dead mouse in this room because it's so messy and this would be like a nice cozy place for it to live? Oh, I'm scared. I don't think there's a smell. Hopefully it's just in my head. Oh God, what would I do if there was? No, I must not freak myself out. I must tidy up. Anyway, I feel like on the outside, like so many of my friends are like, oh my God, well done, like you've achieved so much, like look what you've done in a year. But my God, behind the scenes, I've been all over the shop. Like it's kind of, I can do one thing and I can give it my all and I can really make it happen. Like if I really put my mind to something, I genuinely feel like I'll do it, which is a lovely feeling to be sure of yourself. But I can only do one thing at a time. And my God, trying to keep on top of life admin has been impossible. So my room has been a tip for months, like months and months. Like look at this. Oh, you can't see it. Yeah, here we go. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, look at this. Hello. That box is meant to be for me to store things in, but I can't even remember. I bought it so long ago, I don't even know what I'm planning on storing in there. So that's good. So I was just sat on the sofa, and this is the thing, because what I do is I wear myself out all week by like really trying to go balls to the wall, doing shitloads of business, and then by the weekend I'm dead. Like I can't even make conversation. Like I can't even talk to Rory. Rory's like trying to talk to me, and I'm like, babe, I can only play Sims. I physically can't speak out loud. So next year I'm going to make a massive effort to not do that, not to live in fear, and to think to myself, oh my God, I was about to check if my pants were clean, then I thought, I'm actually on camera. I don't want to live in fear. Like I think you know, I always think, I've seen people talk about this, like you have got to have a mindset that everything's going to be fine, because you can't just be, oh, if it doesn't work out, what if it doesn't work out? Because I think then you just attract the chance that it probably wouldn't work out. So next year I'm going to make sure I've got more of a balanced life. Like I've still got energy at the weekend to meet up with my friends. I am not so obsessive about things. Like my little cousin, I was with him yesterday. You just worry too much. And I was like, that's so right. And then the other day as well, sorry, I jump conversations so much. I was listening to this podcast. It was Davina McCall's podcast, and she's really good. She gets really interesting people on. And she was with someone called the Confidence Coach. And she said, we think that we can control things, right? And that's what stresses us out. And we think we're in control of our lives. We're not. She said, the amount of things that we can control in our lives is about 20% of the overall life. So rather than trying to control 100%, you should do your best job at controlling the 20% that you can control. I thought, that's a bit of a relief, because in my little brain, I just want to control everything. I want to control how everyone feels about me. I want to control how my life's going to go, where I'm going to live. Like, I want everything to be how my life's going to pan out. I want it, I'm like holding on to it so tight that it, you know, you then, you feel more out of control. Whereas actually, if I just think about the little things that I can control and I stick at them, then everything else is going to happen anyway, because it was never up to me. So that's what I'm trying to do right now, is I'm trying to let go of my need to control everything. I'm trying to find a bit more balance in my life and just to quietly believe in myself. I am going to sniff this, sorry. So yeah, basically next year the goal is to have more balance, to do things without fear. Another really interesting thing she said, sorry, I'm going to sniff this as well. Another really interesting thing that she said was confidence isn't what we think. Like we think people are just born, sorry, another sniff coming in. She said people think that confident people are carefree, like don't have any worries in the world, like just go for things. But that actually isn't the case. People that are confidence is, sorry, I don't know, I'm getting out of breath doing a tidy up, Jesus. Confidence is the willingness to feel uncomfortable. That was it. She was like, you think that confident people or having confidence is about not feeling scared, not feeling worried, like kind of you just go into everything, you're like, whatever, I can do it. But actually, confidence is someone that is willing to feel uncomfortable. I was thinking that's so true. true. Like, even with this, like with content creation stuff, I get so many of you messaging me being like, how did you start? I'm so embarrassed what my friends will think. But actually, because a lot of you, I think in that instance, thought, oh God, you're so confident. But it was my willingness to feel uncomfortable. It was my willingness that every person that I'd ever met, people from uni, people I dated, were all gonna look at my content and think that's embarrassing. And I was fine with that. And that, I suppose, then is confidence, because I thought, well, if they're judging me, I wouldn't like them anyway. Do you know what I mean? Because whenever I see anyone try anything, I'm not thinking that's embarrassing. I'm thinking good for you. Like, good for you that you're giving it a go, that you're making the most of like what you've got to your disposal. And no one that I admire or I look up to has judged me. I mean, maybe they have. No, I really enjoy it. I could say, oh, maybe they have privately, but I really just don't feel like they have, because other people that are confident are doing the same thing. They're trying out things that they don't know if they're going to work out or not. I don't know how many conversations I've just jumped there, but if there's something you want to do, I just think you should try it. Like, I don't know. I always think to myself, like, what if I hadn't given it a go? What if I was actually so scared someone would see my videos and it'd be embarrassing that I wouldn't have done it? Like, I would have missed out on so much that I do now. Like, all these opportunities that I get, I'm scared in all of them. None of them. Like, I know on the outside it looks like it, but all of them I'm thinking, oh, Holly, you've really pushed it too far now. Like, how have you ended up here? And then every single one that I can still do, I'm like, oh my God, Holly, you're great. You can do this. Well, if you can do that, then you can do this. And it's a snowball, and having that attitude does snowball you. And I say this to my friends, like, I'm like, I always find it a bit awkward, those phrases that are like, you know, no one will love you until you love yourself. Because I'm a bit like, I don't know if that's strictly true, but I do think, so I'm trying to like fold Rory's boxes down here, because I don't know if he wants his pants out to the whole world, because obviously I don't care. I think, Holly, what do you think? You've lost your train of thought, babe, so you're not actually thinking anything right now. It will come back to me, I'm sure. Because I'm trying to think of how I'm doing this tidy up at the same time. If you've seen some embarrassing pants flying around, I'm sorry, I own my pants. Oh my God, they've just gone. The more and more comfortable I think you get in your relationship, the more and more downhill your pants go. The mine are all big now, like a thong is only for like thong specific outfits. What was I saying? I think I was just giving you a little pep talk on things. I think basically I've always put myself in uncomfortable situations because I've always wanted more than what I currently had, and each time it's worked. But I do understand that within that I've had a lot of privilege. I always think that, like, oh, when I say these things, I'm like, take it with a pinch of salt, because I had a nice upbringing. I didn't have anything traumatic happen to me. I'm a white cisgendered woman. Like, things have always been in my favour, so it has made it easier for me. But I don't know, I just think maybe even if it just sparks a little bit of thought in your head, like just when my cousin was like, what are you worrying about? Like, just do it. I just thought, God, you're so right. I spend all my time worrying about things. Whereas now my cousin, like, I don't think he'd mind me saying this, like, he did not have a good start when he went to school. Like, he went to a school like near us, like the general one that everyone would go to, and he had a shock of a time. He got expelled. Everyone was like, he's naughty. But actually, he was just, I think he's got ADHD, and he was being put in situations that were never going to help him. Anyway, he then went to a school that really like helped him. He ended up getting great A-level grades. He ended up going to uni. I think he even got first, or he got 2-1, and now he's got a really successful job and he's really happy. And I think it's because of his attitude. Like, things knock him down and he's like, well, I'll try again. Whereas I think sometimes I'm like, oh, I can't believe this happened, blah blah blah. So yeah, we're all going to take a leaf out of Charlie's book. But yeah, I just think confidence can make a big difference to your life, and I do think it's very much a fake it till you make it. And I do think that you have a choice in how confident you feel about your abilities and stuff. Like, this confidence coach was going on in this thing, and she said she had a woman come in to her because she was a life coach, and the woman was like, she said to the woman, okay, so what were your skills at your old job? And she was like, oh, I don't really know what I was good at, I can't really think of anything. And then she gradually came up with one thing that she was good at, and then the woman was like, okay, so if you managed to, you know, change your boss's schedule to make sure it fitted in with his life, you were good at adapting, you were good at reading someone's needs before it happened and then changing them for that situation. She was like, oh my God, yeah, maybe I am. And I think it's that change in attitude. Like, with myself, obviously sometimes when I'm really down I can't see it, but a lot of the time I always try and lean on more of the positive side. So I'll think to myself, no, I think I probably could do that, like, even if I maybe can't. Or I'll think to myself, I think I could be good at that. Or like, yeah, I feel like those people will like me. Or like, yeah, I think if I started a podcast, I think it would do all right. I try to veer on that side of being on my team rather than not being on my team, because yeah, I'm sure I'm going to have a million setbacks. Everything I've tried for, a lot of it has failed, but I've just gone on to something else and I've not like dwelled on it. I've been like, oh, that didn't work. Anyway, next one. Like, when I quit so many jobs, I think it was like 8 jobs in 2 years because I could not find the right place for me. At no point was I like, oh my God, I need to stop this. Like, what the hell? I was just like, I know my worth. Like, I know what I can do. I'm really quite sure that I can do this. And then, yeah, and then I ended up in places that were perfect for me. Worked really well. Oh, I've been talking for so much, I haven't even noticed that how much I've got tidy ready? This is so good. Wait, it's probably not as good for you because you're having to listen to me bleat on for longer. Actually, I suppose you've chosen to be here, so maybe it is alright. It's even like this, like with YouTube. I've got 2,000, maybe like 500 subscribers, and compared to my Instagram or my TikTok, it's not many. But in my head, I'm like, no, it's going to work out. It's going to be good. I'm like, people are going to like it. I can do it. Like, I don't know. I just try a little bit to be like, no, actually, you know, what if it does all work out? Oh, I love when I don't have to wash t-shirts. So good. So yeah, I don't know. Sorry, I don't know how helpful that speech was, and I don't know if I just sound like a like being blindly believing that I can do things, but I do think that attitude has helped me a lot of the way. But I'm also reading a book about toxic positivity or something like that, and it said like sometimes actually people that are too positive about how they think the things are going to turn out, they end up not trying as hard because they think they're going to get it. But I think hopefully I'm in like a sweet spot where I desperately want things and I want to work towards them, but I don't blindly think I just deserve it. Do you know what I mean? I'm kind of thinking in my head, I'm going to try everything I can to get to that place. But even so, like, with some of the goals that I've got, I haven't achieved all of them, but they've still definitely got me to places that are better than where I was. Like, even if I haven't got to that top goal, they've still got me to places. I'm like, bloody hell, this is great being up here. Okay, I'm going to do some silent cleaning now so you don't have to listen to me. Still so scared I'm going to come across a mouth. It's really going to kill the vibe. Random one, right? But do you not think with GHD, their products are just insane? Like, I have in my life had 2 lots of straighteners, and I've had straighteners since I was 17 and I'm 30. The cost per use on this is insane. GHD, I don't think people give you enough credit for that. And I've never had a product for them and been disappointed. Like, they sent me a few. They sent me their straightening brush, which again is so good, and their blowout curler, which is good. And I just thought, you never miss, and I like that. I like brands that don't just launch for the sake of it. Like, I don't know why I'm randomly brown-nosing GHD. She can't stop talking. Another thing that I saw today, and I was like, that's so true, is Jenny on Instagram. I'll insert her handle here. She runs Runners and Stunners. She like made a running group for people of like all different paces, and it's really inclusive. I just think she's cool. Like, I just think she has got a great attitude towards life, towards fitness, towards most things, and she's got a wicked sense of humour as well. She was saying, like, someone said to her, like, how do you not care about, not how do you not care, but like, what made you stop worrying so much about your body or what your body looked like and stuff? And she made this good point that, like, she's like, one, when you get older you don't care as much, and I was like, yeah, that's so true. But also, she said, read somewhere that, sorry, this is like third-hand research at this point, but she read this book or saw somewhere this stat that apparently, well, I'm going to butcher this, so just take this all with a pinch of salt, but she said that when you are working towards like achieving something and you set yourself goals and you achieve them, like you stick to what you said you're going to do. So say you're like, oh, I'm going to run a half marathon, or I'm going to get in high rocks, or I'm going to write that poem I wanted to write, or I'm going to change that out of this job that I don't like. You release something in your brain, this chemical. She basically said when you start thinking about things you want to achieve and you start achieving them, you're then in ways less bothered about what you look like. You're not so self-critical and stuff because you're a bit like, oh, that's sick that I can do that. And then your self-confidence goes up. And I think that is so true. I don't know, I've read so much about social media and stuff and like the narrative on there at the minute, because so much of it is, I don't know, it's just quite scary actually. It's scary that young people are getting served something they're getting served. Hello and welcome back to Vlogmas. I got cut off yesterday, which actually might end up being today, when I was talking about tidying up. No, I wasn't talking about tidying up. I was tidying up my spare room and I was talking about confidence and stuff. So I don't know how far I got through what I was beating on about until it cut off, but I hope you enjoyed that. Anyway, today, it's Monday today, and Mondays, normally I start the day feeling like, yes, I've got this, and I end it being like, oh my God, I've got so much to do and I won't be able to do it all. But I'm determined to not get that today. Today, I'm going to feel good the whole day, I've decided. I saw this girl on TikTok, which obviously is like the place to get all your information and advice, being like, she said she wakes up and she goes, today's going to be a good day. And I thought, do you know what, if it's going to work, I'm going to try it. So here we go. I'm going to say it, then you're going to say it. Today's going to be a good day. Unless it's already been a shit one, then, you know, maybe tomorrow will be a good day. Anyway, it's currently 7:30. I'm going to do a little bit of business and then I'm going to go to the gym and do a run. I really just can't, at the minute, this is why I have so many different kinds of exercise. I do Zumba, I do running, I do tennis, I do like body pump, I just go to the gym, and I do all of that because I get bored of things so easy, so everything has to have something that I can switch in for it, else I just won't do it. I'm not even sure why I'm telling you that. Who cares, babe? Not me. I need to write myself a to-do list. I don't know where to start. Also, another thing, I'm thinking of starting a Substack where I can talk about things that are a bit more, well, I don't know, just talk about things in a little bit more detail. Do you know what I mean? But it'll be interesting in that because I think it could be quite good, but maybe it could not be. Sorry, because I've just woken up. I don't even know what I'm talking about. Saying like, should I make a Substack? Like, that's got nothing to do with anything. Hello. But anyway, I thought I'd explain the Carol things. I don't think I talk about it. So I had quite a funny day yesterday, and I do a series called Hobbies where I go and I try new things with my friends, and the whole behind behind it. It's like you can doing activities that don't involve like just going to the pub, or they're an activity where you could like drink if you wanted to, but you don't have to, because I don't really feel the need to do like completely sober things, because sometimes I want to drink, but I don't want the only thing that we're doing is to go to the pub to drink. I mean, I feel like it needs to be an activity, but also I would like to have a more enriched life where I'm doing more things. So I do this series, Holly's Hot Girl Hobbies, where I try out different things, and they're normally quite stupid, and they're normally with people that you wouldn't expect to be doing them. So I got a choir leader, and I hired a school classroom, and she taught us how to sing in a choir, the three of us, and I have not laughed like that in such a long time. Like, it was absolutely hilarious. Like, the boys were just so bad. She kept being like, just do this, and they were like going, she was like, that isn't it, and they were like, okay, go again. She was like, that still isn't it, but I feel like you're gonna enjoy this. So this is the behind the scenes of me making the Hot Girl Hobby. And there was also a pianist there, and also his daughter was there, and even she was laughing at us. She was like 8. It's such a shame because I get so much footage, because obviously we were there for like an hour and a half, but then the video is normally like 1:30 long. But yeah, you can watch that now. Hope you enjoy it.
Let me get my music out.
Say hello to my vlog.
Hello.
Right, let's do a warm up.
I know, I was doing that.
The smallest choir I've ever conducted. La 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 la. Ma 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 ma. Meow. Yes, and try not to make your jingle like this. Okay, I'm gonna sing let's just try and sing a chord together. Could you sing la
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 la.
Okay, try and sing.
Literally.
Do you think you can sing that note again?
La.
Great. La.
So yeah, do it.
La. Can you try and sing la
La. La.
la? Everyone together. 1, 2, 3.
La. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh.
Great. For a first run through, I think that was really quite good.
was
Boys, are you finding that a bit high?
I can hit low, I can hit weirdly high, but middle,
The middle-
I don't know which
Okay,
way.
Squeaky top one.
So you could. Oh, let's just try just the boys together.
Okay,
So
thank you.
rocking around. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Rocking around the Christmas tree, have a happy holiday. Everyone's dancing merrily in the new old-fashioned way.
Perfect. Right, we're going to add Holly into the mix.
Rocking,
Rocking.
Rocking around,
You've got it. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4.
rocking around the Christmas tree, have a happy holiday.
You will get a sentimental feeling when you hear, and I want the tone of this to be a bit different.
That bit is
so this
serious.
is just a little, not less so serious, but just a bit more like reflective.
Yeah, reflective
rather than
vibes.
party vibes.
Yeah.
You will get a sentimental feeling when you hear voices singing, let's be jolly, deck the halls with boughs of holly.
Both being reflective, have you seen that?
Yeah, I
It was
thought
much
I
better.
did
I
it
got a
well.
hand here, like I was really feeling it.
And you should focus more on not coming in at the wrong bits.
Yeah, nice.
Ooh.
You also
Yes,
have both
they
been
are.
told, yeah, but you were both worse singers. I've been told that was perfect, so.
I'm terrible, I'm fine with that.
I would
now
say-
you've made my voice go higher.
How come I'm doing the low ones and they're doing the high?
I think
They're too squeaky.
You don't think we'd be good at harmonising? I accept.
We've literally been singing the same note.
I think-
And every time they know a bit higher, we sing the same note.
Holly, you are going to be singing the soprano line, which is.
Sorry? That was amazing. That was amazing. Oh my god.
I don't even know I've got to try
Bop, bop. It was like a bop at the end. Boys, you're going to sing this. Bop. 2, 3. Perfect! But I've got that Holly. Great. The notes are right. Can we have a bit more of like a lean into it, but it's going to be a real high impact start to the song.
Okay.
You got it! Hold that long.
Okay.
I don't know where we start, like a few notes under, but we get there. So, we're going to do first 4 verses of Rocking Around the Christmas Tree, then we're going to do Jingle Bell Rock, and then we do the 2 verses of Rocking Around the Christmas Tree harmony again, but at the end is New Old Fashioned Way. 1, 2, 3.
Rocking around the Christmas tree at the Christmas party hop. Listen to one where you can see every couple tries to stop. Get around the Christmas tree, let the Christmas spirit ring. Later we'll have some pumpkin pie and we'll do some caroling. You will get a sentimental feeling when you hear voices singing, let's be jolly, deck the halls with boughs of holly. Rocking around the Christmas tree, have a happy holiday. Everyone dancing merrily in the new old-fashioned way. Jingle bell, jingle bell rock. Jingle bells swing and jingle bells ring. Snowing and blowing our bushels of fun. Now the jingle hop has begun. Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock. Jingle bell chime in jingle bell time. Dancing and prancing in Jingle Bell Square. In the frosty air. What a bright time, it's the bright time to rock the night away. Jingle bell time, it's a swell time to go gliding in a one-horse sleigh.
Key change, get ready, here we go. 2, 3, 4.
Rocking around the Christmas tree at the Christmas party hop. Mistletoe hung where you can see every couple tries to stop. Rocking around the Christmas tree, have a happy holiday. Everyone dancing merrily in the new old-fashioned way.
Congratulations, 2 full Christmas songs complete. A round of applause, perfect.
Also, while I've got you, okay, let me show you this thing. I got an ad on YouTube for this thing called Motion, which is like a calendar. You know, I normally think that's a bit botty, like that's not actually going to be good. Oh, I'm obsessed with it. Look at this. So I'm just checking. I've not looked up anything weird, but I'm just looking up skincare like I always am. So basically, it's called Motion, and you put in all your projects. So I've put in here like all the brands that I'm working with at the minute, and then I've also got the videos that I want to film, and then you can create like all the different stages that need to happen. So let's do one that I've already done. So like here, I've got briefing, then content, then editing, then second changes, then posting and stuff. You could have anything, like even here I've got plane spotting. Oh no, I had plane spotting, and I just had preparing, filming, editing. And then you can just put in your normal tasks. So things like ordering presents, work out how I'm going to pay my dad for the videos he's been in with me, tidy up before the cleaner comes around. Oh my god, that sounds like such an awesome bit. Before the cleaner comes around. But me and Roy split it, and that is the best £30 a month that I've ever spent. The headspace it's given me is insane. Anyway, it sounds so annoying. Then what it does is, so I don't have to like sit there and work out how to plan my days, it takes all the tasks that I've got and it plans it out for me. It tells me like what I'm going to do that day. I think that is so good. I waste so much time trying to plan out what I'm going to do, and it does things like if I've been doing a solid 2 hours stint of stuff, it then gives me a 15-minute break. I just love it, and I didn't think that something I got an ad for on YouTube would actually be good, but I'm absolutely buzzing.